Hello friends and welcome back to the Brockopp side. Today we got ourselves a Blu-ray review of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in 4K. Yes, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is finally available on Blu-ray, which I've been looking forward to picking up for months now. Into the Spider-Verse was one of, if not my favorite movie of 2018. And on top of that, it succeeded in dethroning Disney for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars this year. So, it's pretty darn good. So anyway, here you can see I've got the regular old 4K Ultra HD edition, which I'm a little disappointed in because Best Buy had a really cool steelbook for Into the Spider-Verse, but it was only for the regular Blu-ray. And I was like, what's up with that, Sony? You had a 4K steelbook for Homecoming and for Venom. Why not this movie as well? What's up with that? Explain yourself, Mr. Aviarad. But regardless of fancy metal covering or not, the 4K does look really good. I really like the cover art for the 4K edition. I think it looks a lot better than that other one for the Blu-ray and the DVD where it's like really bright colors and stuff. I like the darker tones here and how the characters actually have their masks on and stuff. And if you turn it around, you get some other cool stuff on the back side. And unlike the Venom 4K, the cover art's exactly the same. Kind of a bummer, but I really don't care about that much. So then if we just, do what we do and open it the heck up. So one of the things I think is really cool is how the discs are actually designed. They look like Miles Morales' graffiti work in the movie, which I think is just really cool. The menus are also kind of themed after that, which I think is just really nice looking, and it's very pleasant to look at. And speaking of things that are pleasant to look at, here be the digital download copy code. If it gets it first, you can have it. Enjoy yourself, because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that would like this on digital, because when I posted a picture of me picking up this Blu-ray on my Instagram, a couple people were saying, hey man, could you spare the digital code? And if I wasn't making a video on this Blu-ray, I probably would have just given it to one of them, but when I'm making a review, that ain't how life works around here, bucko. So I'm not going to go into detail about my thoughts on this movie because for once, I actually did a movie review of this as well as the Blu-ray review. I know, that doesn't really happen all that often apparently. So basically, if you want to see my more detailed thoughts into the Spider-Verse, go check out my review of that from December. But basically, I love this movie a lot. It's a great movie. I just like it more and more time I've seen it. I saw it twice in the theater, and me and my friends just make a lot of references to this pretty much every day. So yes, great movie. If you haven't seen it, what's the matter with you? But anyway, picture and sound quality is once again very good. This movie just got a very fantastic art style that looks so good in both Blu-ray and 4K. And as far as the bonus content goes, I think it's actually pretty good for this. So if one were just to look at the back of the Blu-ray, you would see it's got a Blu-ray exclusive, which is alternate universe mode, where you can discover alternate scenes, plot lines, characters, and more with the filmmakers as your guide. So basically people thought this was going to be like an extended director's cut of sorts, and from what I've seen of it, from just kind of watching a little bit of it, it's really not quite like a traditional director's cut. It's more like they took some of the unfinished deleted scenes that were just in storyboard form with the voiceover done, and they just kind of inserted in certain areas where they were going to be in the movie but decided to cut them out. So it's a cool idea, but it's not like a completed, extended cut of the movie. It's basically just some animatics. So if you're expecting like a fully complete director's cut, you may be a little disappointed, but I do recommend trying this out because it's kind of cool to see the movie like this. But as far as the rest of the bonus content goes, you got some of your typical feature-ready type stuff, which was pretty enjoyable to watch. And there's also a tribute video to Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, who unfortunately have now passed away, which is very unfortunate. I know a lot of people, myself included, are still very, sad about that. And it was just the filmmakers talking about how these characters and Stan Lee's writing and Steve Ditko's drawings inspired people of all ages, themselves included, myself included, and I'm sure plenty of other people out there. It was a very heartfelt tribute to Stan Lee, who just created so many amazing characters. So it was very nice that they added something like that in the bonus content for this movie, so it was just a nice little touch, and I think it's just what makes these bonus features just really good in my opinion. But arguably, my favorite thing about the bonus content is the Spider-Ham mini-movie. It's basically showing a little cartoon short, in the vein of Warner Brothers cartoons in the 40s and 50s of Spider-Ham swinging through the city, then he fights a villain, some cartoony stuff happens, and then we see him get sucked into the new dimension, which is where we see him in the movie eventually. It was fun, it was only a couple minutes, but it was just a lot of fun. I like John Mulaney as Spider-Ham quite a bit, so it was cool to, see him again. And I've heard it's actually supposed to be like a backdoor pilot for a potential Spider-Ham show, which I am completely on board for, especially if John Mulaney comes back to voice Spider-Ham for this show. If he doesn't, I'll be a little bummed, but I would like to see a Spider-Ham show. I think that could be really cool. So, just to wrap things up, I am very happy to finally have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on Blu-ray in 4K. I look forward to being able to watch this whenever I want, and the bonus content is quite good, and I think it's just overall quite a good home video purchase. So, go pick it up. In whatever format you want, Blu-ray, 4K, digital, whatever, just own a copy of this movie, damn it. Or I will find you. So, those are my thoughts on the Into the Spider-Verse Blu-ray. If you guys have picked up the movie, or if you tried the shoulder touch and it actually worked, let me know down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.